We are live. Oh my goodness, I've been going through it with this dumb computer. So, fun fact, got a PC in. That was going to be my new streaming box. I had to order a new capture card, or two new capture cards, send one back, tested everything for 4 hours. I mean, I was at work, so I was like, let me turn it on, just let it run 4 hours, see if anything freaks out. Is there any spikes in memory usage? All those different things, right? What do you know? No issues. Perfect. Sunday, let's go live with the new box. What happens? It can't find the capture card. This is why I hate Windows. I can't stand Windows. Everything on Windows is such a chore. Like, I don't know what the Windows team is doing. I don't know why it's so hard for them to figure this out. Microsoft is a gigantic Fortune 100, maybe higher company. I'm like, what is taking so long? I got to the point where it's like, look, instead of troubleshooting, let's just turn on the Mac. This is, and mind you, this is a base model Mac Mini M4. These are on sale for like, well, it was like $650 at the time, but they're on sale for $449, $549 all the time. And this thing, once you get it working, it works. Only time it crashes when Apple pushes like an AI update, which happened recently, right? So I went for I was actually using a 2018 Intel Mac Mini for almost a year with no issues. And then the new update came and that kind of broke my box. So now I got the Mac Mini. It's just, I'm getting tired of technology. I'm getting tired of technology, if you can't hear it in my voice. And I didn't sleep last night. I've been up all night because I was working on some stuff. So I'm a little frustrated, and I'm going to take it out in the stream. Oh. So I'm sitting here looking at this dumb thing like, what is wrong with you? Why are you not picking up the video capture card? It doesn't even pop up doesn't even show up in the list. It's just absolutely stupid. Everything about Windows is difficult, right? Okay, enough glitching on Windows. Happy Sunday, everybody. Hope you guys had a good week. This week was a short week, technically, because it wasn't a holiday this week. Yeah, it was this week. And then I have some things going on where I'll be in and out of town the next 2 weeks. So there may not be any streams the next 2 weeks. I'm trying to figure all that out. But yeah. So I was kind of excited today to come in. I actually wanted you guys to help me learn Street Fighter because I just kind of want to sit and mess with that for a little bit. Excuse me. Yeah, sit and mess with Street Fighter for a little while. Just kind of chill. There's no reviews this week, and I have a couple that are already done. They're actually like queued up, ready to show. So I might release them while I'm gone. I'll be in and out of town. It's just like it's a big project, so I can't really be doing other things outside of that project. But yeah, I'm so frustrated with Windows, and I'm not going to go down the rabbit hole. I'm just going to let it be. And the fun fact, what I was planning to do too was thinking, well, my Tekken account on PC is a beginner because I haven't played on that account. It's my Steam Tekken, right? I never use it. I was like, well, maybe I can just get on there and go to ranked and see if I can get like a 20 match win streak and try to bump it up to, I don't think I'll make it to Fujin. That'll take too long. But maybe, was it Shinru? Something like that. That would have been kind of fun. But this thing refuses to find the video card. This is absolutely, I'm looking at it in front of me. It's like, it's just making me mad just looking at it. And now I have to wait for the notification to get sent out. It's so frustrating with modern technology, right? So frustrating. But I do have, before I start Street Fighter, I do have some things here. My camera is working. Okay, good. This is all stable. See, that's one good and bad thing about a Mac. Okay. When you're on a Mac, either it works or it doesn't. There's not a lot of gray area with a Mac. And that's where you can get, you don't get so much mad. It's just like, okay, does it work or not? Boom, done. With Windows, it does everything. It just does everything. I'm not gonna, let's stop bashing. I'm sleepy, so I'm just bashing everything. I'm bashing everything because I'm angry and I'm sleepy. Oh. So I'll probably pull out my M Ultra that has a bad vinyl that I did. That was my fault. I messed with the vinyl install. So I'll probably pull that out. And then I'll pull out, I went to the Zen Black today. I might pull that out. I should pull the Enlofin actually, because it's right in front of me. Or the DOI. I haven't played the DOI in a long time. The Pro, the split layout. I should do that. Do both split layouts for Street Fighter today. I might just do that. Uh-oh. Is Twitch okay? Twitch is working good. Good. So I don't need 2 keyboards. Let's get this keyboard out of here. There's too much stuff on my desk. And we're still going over the Smack Ape keyboard. This review, I actually recorded all of it, and I'll put this out. And that was promotion. They sent telling me, hey, we want to check it out. So I'll put that out. That'd be really good. But so far, I actually like this thing. The Switch is really good. Only complaint that I have is my own fault. Well, here's how I'll say it. If you're looking at this keyboard, I like the black. I thought this was really cool. And I was like, oh, the letters are on the bottom. That's really slick. People can't see. And then when you're trying to type your password in the right way, because you like fat fingers or something like that, you can't see a thing. You have to like lift it up. So lessons learned, right? Lessons learned. And then again, that's not the vendor's fault. That's the style that I picked. So, you know, if you go with the black, just get different keycaps. If you go with the white or the other color, you know, just use. Not a big deal. Oh my God, you better not be lagging right now. It's lagging. It is lagging. Anything that can go wrong is going wrong right now. This is going to be an interesting stream today. Hey Google, internet speed test.
Sure, testing the internet speed. I'll tell you the results shortly.
If this thing doesn't get its act together, I'm just going to shut this thing down. I'm just so mad I'm going to turn it off. I really want to play Street Fighter. I'm actually like looking forward to learning how to play Street Fighter today. And I can see this light right here lagging. It should be swirling a color. Let me turn this. Let me shut down this thing.
Your network speed test has finished. The download speed on Kailh is currently 901 megabits
Let's see if that
per
helps.
second, and the upload speed is 41 megabits per second.
This is going to pee me off. I have a perfectly good Windows box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Let's see the playback. So there is a... How long is it? Oh, God. This is unwatchable. I'm about to break this thing. I had a buddy in high school. Nicest guy. He would kick his computer all the time. And my other buddy and I, we'd be there hanging out. His dad had a really good job, so he could afford all this stuff at the time. And we'd be watching TV because we're facing to the left, and he's kind of behind us. You know, we're just hanging out. He's playing the game. We were doomed. We looked back because he was tall, and he would just kick the thing. And we're like, "Yo, what are you doing?" He's, you know, he'd just start cussing, right? And we're like, "Yo, you good?" He would walk out, go do stuff, come back just upset. I feel like just kicking this thing right now because I've done the stream on my test account 4 times and it worked just fine. And just today, it's not working. As soon as I decided to go live with it, I should have started up like 30 minutes early. I guess I don't know. Usually I fire everything up like 10 minutes before I start streaming. The Mac is reliable. Well, I say that and look, it's lagging. Sin, shout out to Sin. Happy Sunday, Sin. Yeah, man. Yeah, the stream is struggling. Yep, we are struggle streaming. And how can I fix this real quick? Let me check. How can I fix this? I'll be in and out of town too, so I won't be streaming for a Sunday or a Tuesday for a couple weeks. I might do this Tuesday. I might. And then I think I'm going to miss a Sunday, miss Tuesday. It's so weird. Audio is like perfect. The video skipping is out of sync. That's exactly right. Let me unplug the camera and plug it back in. Okay. Let's see if that made it happy. Hey Google, internet speed test.
Okay, testing the internet speed. I'll tell you the results shortly.
Right there. All right, let's do internet speed. Let's do a test on the box, see if that helps it wake up and get its act together. Because I want to play Street Fighter. So while I'm getting this fixed, we have switches on the way, and I'm hoping that things, you know, show up and everything else. We had new Kailh switches. I think most people know about the Falcons, the Sakers right now.
Finished. The download speed on Kailh is currently 902 megabits per second.
900 down.
The upload speed is
65 up.
second.
So, but why am I getting a 5? Maybe I'm getting a 3.2 up. How? Let's lower. I know what to do. Let's go to OBS and lower the settings. No, it's already lower. I already put it 3,000 instead of 5,000. Why does Baby Jesus hate me today? What did I do to make Baby Jesus not like me today? It's like, nope, you're not. This is so frustrating. I can see my hands lagging. This is so frustrating. What can I do if I disable it, re-enable it, disable it, re-enable? Oh, wait. Come in here. So I'm, 3.2 up, which my up is 40. But the PC internet speed test is like a 3.5. And you know what? We saw this the other night too. We were testing some things on another box, and I had it wired. This, mind you, I'm wired in too, so we were wired in. And I was like, "Why is this so slow?" Let's try this one more time. Hey Google, internet speed test.
Got it. Testing the internet speed. I'll tell you the results shortly. Your network speed test has finished. The download speed on Kailh is currently 862 megabits per second, and the upload speed is 22 megabits per second.
862 and 20 something, right? Let's just go to Google. I like these what are these called? Frost Blue switches. These are actually pretty nice. They have a nice like sound to them, and they feel really smooth too. I mean, obviously they're loud, it's mechanical, but use an Apple encoder. Yeah, let's double check. Maybe the settings got messed up. Let's check. Output, yeah, Apple VTH264 hardware encoder. And mind you, with the Mac, like I said, to be completely honest, I kind of just turn it on. Only thing I did different today was I plugged everything in after I turned it on, because it was in the PC. I was trying like to the last second to get the PC working, and then I just yanked everything out and plugged it into the Mac. I'm not going to restart this dumb thing. I know that much. I'm going to get upset. I will get upset. Okay, close this. Okay, come here. Let's quit this real quick. Okay, let's see. Let's switch this around here. Window capture. There you are. All right, let's do an internet speed test. Let's see what we got here. Google Fiber. Wow. 1 point. What? How can that be? Wow. Maybe that's the problem. I've got to call Google Fiber and tell them, hey, when I do speed tests, I get this speed. When I have my Mac or PC connected directly to the router in its own port, I get a 1.7. I am about fed up with technology. I'm about fed up with computers and tech. Now I get a 7. Of course I get a 7. And now 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's see. I might just pull the controllers. I did have stuff I want to talk about. Let's pull those. You know, I'm going to help the community right now because I'm so upset. Residents, we're going to dive in. We're going to use ChatGPT. We're going to figure this out. Well, I'm not logged into my ChatGPT account. We'll use the free. We'll use Perplexity or ChatGPT. Whatever the free one gets this problem solved. Let's figure this out. Here we go. All right, Sen, you're on here too, so we're going to figure this out real quick. So I'm upset. Close all tabs. Yes, please. All right. ChatGPT. I have Google. I'm used to ergonomic keyboards. That's one thing I've noticed. I have Google Fiber. Hey Google, internet speed test. Do a internet speed test. All right, I'm about to grab my Keychron keyboard too. Everything's peeing me off today. Everything's making me mad. I get for download speed and for uploads speed. But how do you have fiber with upload speeds that don't match? Exactly. Okay, my download is...
Your network speed test has finished. The download speed on Kailh is currently 893 megabits per second, and the upload speed is 46 megabits per second.
46. 46 speed. But the speed test on my Mac or PC, I get, what did I get? $566 down, 566 and be down, and 2.9 up, or 1.7. Trying to stream and having lag issues and don't understand why. I am also hardwired into the router to go. All right, see what you say. Come on, ChatGPT. We'll check Perplexity too. Let's put these slaves to work. The bots are going to take over. They will be our slaves, and they will work. I don't know if you've ever seen Wedding Crashers. Shut up, make the balloon clown. A friend in need is a pest. Oh my god, I love that movie. I love that movie. All right, let's see what we got here. Even my Windows, anyway. Slide down. The difference between the high speeds reported by fiber, blah, 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 and the lower speed, da, 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 is a common issue can be caused by some variety of things. Short speed tests, device speed tests, router bottlenecks and bugs. Some have reported bum, 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 bum. Cause the router throttle speeds. Interesting. The best of the best, just like Men in Black. Poor configuration. Some routers have specific ports that are optimized for high speeds. Huh. Software drivers, no. ISP router, no. Restart your router, of course, not going to do that. Check your cable. I guess it could be the cable? No, well, no, my daughter did the same thing. We have different routers, so fun fact. For all the parents out there, if you have an old router I know you could put a guest network on your new router, blah, 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 blah. If you have kids, they are going to be on TikTok. They're going to be on Instagram, like Facebook, all these dumb sites. Look at all this stuff. You don't know what's bouncing forth off your work box and what they're doing, right? So I use an old router for them from like 2013. It's the old Apple Extreme Airport thing, whatever. So they're on that. She was getting 1.5 or 3.5 trying to stream to what she was doing. So now I'm on the box I'm always on. I'm starting to see maybe this is why I've been having issues sometimes with the lag. It may not have been the box at all. It was just maybe the internet speed. Because we have been having more internet construction going in our neighborhood because they're spreading Google Fiber around. We've had it for years, but they're spreading it around, I guess. Try a different device, router settings, factory set router, not doing none of that. Streaming lag issues, extremely low upload speed, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so let me do one thing. Let me come on my Windows box here. Windows 11, which I don't know how I feel about Windows 11. I'm not going to bash it yet. I have things to say, but I'm going to keep it to myself. I'm going to go to Google. I'm going to do an internet speed. Facebook. Facebook, TikTok, all the sites, and all the sites. Okay, so I'm going to do an internet speed test over here real quick. Oops, did I type that right? Internet speed, yeah. Run speed test. All right, so I'm going to let that go. And while I'm here, I should do a typing test on this. Like I use an ergonomic keyboard, so it's not going to be the high as I'm usually at. While this is running. So now the Windows box gets a 5. And that's with Wi-Fi. Oh, is this on Wi-Fi too? This is on Wi-Fi. I think I found it. I'm gonna switch internets. Hopefully I didn't kill everything. Because I want to play Street Fighter today. And I usually don't feel like that. Usually I want to play Tekken. I actually want to play Street Fighter today. And like want to learn. So there's 800. 7, 8. Right there. Is that what it was? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I was, talking about kids, you start just having random conversations. We were doing like this. My fingers don't stretch out all the way. And I was like, oh God, is that carpal tunnel? Is that carpal tunnel just age? Are they still in my youth? Nope. It's still lagging. Look at that. Nope. Ugh. I had a hard stop at 3. I just wanted to have some fun. Yep, that is lagging like crazy. So we're just going to talk about switches and controllers. I can't play today, so let's have a conversation, right? Let me grab the links I was going to share anyway. Let's grab those because the controller of the week, we'll share that too. I want to cuss, but it's a family-friendly show, so I'm not going to use the P word, and I'm not going to use the S word. I'm not going to use the F word. What other letters got to come up? I'm not going to use any of the letters. I'm going to be a father and be very polite and use my grown-up words. Use my kid-friendly words here, right? Because this is going to, what me off. What sort of it's Google. You know what I'm saying? So that makes no sense. I have 940 down and up on AT&T. That's funny you said. So what? I need to ping Google. I should do it. I have the support. Let me do it on the support ticket. I'll do that in a little bit because I wonder. You do it through the app. And I'm glad you said that because I think it was one of those things where I just never really thought about it. I was like, I don't know. All right, where's the app? All right, so let's talk about this. Where is Control of the Week? I'm getting so peed off, man. And also I'm doing this. If anybody has questions, we can talk about questions and answers too. Let that do its thing. Oh, wait. I got a better idea. Make the slaves work for us. Robot, give me the answer. Is it normal for Google Fiber to be 1 GB of internet speed, but only for upload and for download, and the upload speed be a fraction of that speed at roughly 1 or 3 MBs? Let's ask them both. Work for me, robots. Do my bidding. What is this bootleg 2-bar Starbucks upload? Is WAN LAN switching not working properly? Yeah, that's actually a good point. Other networks? No, I don't want to go networks. Yeah, should have switched to the LAN network. Yeah, Ethernet is connected. So if I turn off the Wi-Fi, it should do its thing. But I'm gonna let it ride because I don't want to like the stream to crash. I'm gonna get really peed off. No, it's not normal for Google Fibers that deliver gig speeds only for download extremely low uploads. Source standards plus designed to provide symmetrical, meaning your upload and download speed should be close to each other. Yup, it's a problem. Possible causes include technical issue, hardware limitations, and misconfiguration. Okay. I think there's a hardware issue because my daughter's using another box with completely different hardware and she was getting 1s and 2s. I'm on 2 boxes. One's giving me a 5. The Windows box is 230 download and 5 upload. That is disgusting. It makes my stomach hurt. And then on the Mac, well, you guys saw the Mac was giving me basically 900 up or down, excuse me, and then 8 up. And even then it's at the 5th time. I bet it's going to be even lower this time. You see, look, bam, look at that. This is lower. Okay. So, since it's a day where everything can go wrong, we're just going to have fun. Let me grab the control. Where's my control of the week picture? I had one that I picked. This one right here. Boom. Shout out to, I think it's a Mavercade too. Give me a second here. Okay, copy link. Boom. All right, controller of the week. So this one I ran across and I thought this was really cool. Really cool. Can I zoom in? Is that big? Let's see how big that is when it shows up on camera here. There's a delay on my end, so bear with me. And maybe I could change the properties where it's not so large. I cannot. It is zoomed the way it is. But this one here, can I make it full screen? I cannot. This looks really cool. And this is their new enclosure. And that's, I don't have one. It's neither here nor there. I just see if I can get one in for review. That'd be kind of cool to check that out. Review and then add. I think I have enough buttons to fill it in too. But I just thought the design was cool. And like how it kind of blends in. It's like that, I don't know the art style where you kind of, it's like a paintbrush, right? It's got a paintbrush style. I like I'm colorblind, the yellows, the blues, the blacks. It just looks really cool. And it looks to me to be, is that an RX-7? Or a 3000G? That's a Viper. I see the Viper on the hood. That's a Viper. I can't zoom any closer. That's a Viper. The spoiler looks different, but I think it's a Viper. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I have had fair share of ISP issues, hence why I no longer have Comcast. It could be a modem level or infrastructure level. Yeah, like I said, with all the construction going on in our neighborhood right now, I am willing to bet. And also, we've had a bunch of rain down here in Central Texas. We've had flooding the past few days, so I'm not giving them a pass for that. But it could be that too, because when you think about it, it's like it's kind of laser lights. Fiber should be super. Anyway, it could be that too. You said there was expense. Yeah, there was. Yep. Yeah, that's true. And confirm it's getting closer. Yeah, that's right. So you have one of these too. Yeah, this design was like, wow, that's different. I don't know. I just thought it was cool. And then the sides, to me, appears to be yellow and white, and it has an acrylic top. And I've seen yours. I think I showed yours on here. I think. And yeah, that just looks really cool. I like the way it looked. Shout out to, who is this? Is this name on here? His name is not on here. They just kind of posted a show. I don't know who this is. Maybe this is the owner from Mavericades, Pat. And here's the enclosure they're showing. So it's $90. Clear acrylic or white matte. You know, all the different accessories you can kind of add to change do all the things you want to do to. You can make a different color. So, oh, his is yellow. So that's why his frame is yellowish. You could pick your layout. Okay, all the things, all the tings, right? Your artwork, bottom, I guess you can add bottom art, PCB. Yeah, so you can do the Brooks. That's cool. You can do the Brooks or the G24. That's cool. So you want to go Brooks? This is $195. Wow, that's tough because that's cheaper than a Starburst. I feel like I'm picking on this thing. Like, I actually like it too. And then you have the GB2040 for $152. Wow. So basically, you know, what is it? 40 difference. It's not bad. And I like that it kind of comes with everything you need. Just get it done. There's white or black base and then frame matte colors. Oh, nice. With layout modifications, about 20 buttons for the config. Oh, wow. My M4 layout is 19. Nice. But yeah, this, you see here, you could pick your different layouts. I would do a split 4 probably. Well, yeah. Well, no, I would do the split 3 because I like the 2 buttons on the right-hand side. That's just me. Right, so I like the split because on the right-hand side, on the split 3, oh, please get out the way. But yeah. There's the enclosure. Look at that. That's slick. It comes with everything you need. That's cool. And there's a handle too. You know, I think I saw someone using this at Combo Breaker. I think it was this because I remember seeing handles on the bottom. I could be wrong, but I think it was this. And another thing I wanted to talk about was I should do a speed test. Should I do a speed test with 2 keyboards just for the heck of it? No. This pad here we talked about before. This is the HJK, right? And all the artwork and things. This was out in the wild, and I don't know if I have the pictures anymore. There's another channel that out in Japan, and he had it live, or not live, but he saw it while he was at Evo Japan. I don't know if I have it. Anyway, if I can find out, I'll show. If not, it was kind of cool that they're out there. It's pretty slick. What do we have here? I also want to bring up one. I got a super chat this week, and I wanted to send a huge thank you. It was a comment to one of my videos. Again, it was a super chat. I really want to say I appreciate it and say thank you. It was to yours truly. So that's kind of a cool name. After all the hard work, after watching your videos, I bought the controller, and it's easily become my favorite. I'm reading over here. I'm really picky about the placement of the bottom extra button, and it's perfect. Here's a little something for you. Buy some lunch, buy some coffee. Tell the passion about controllers. Thanks, I appreciate it. You know, all the things. That was for the Galkeys GK16. And again, thank you. Yours truly. Really appreciate it. You didn't have to do that. And I really appreciate it. Shout out to everyone that's, you know, done the buy me a coffee or done the super chats, all the different things. It really means a lot. And you know, I come to try to give value back. It just makes me feel really good that you guys found value. So I appreciate it. So yeah, thank you. And I try my best to always give thanks because it's valuable. It's your hard-earned money, and you're putting it my way to help this company really do what it's doing. So I really appreciate all of you guys and the support, just watching, hitting the like button, all the things. Where I really appreciate it, and I'm hoping that it really provides value and it helps anyone that's in need to understand what they're about to spend their money on, all those things. So yeah, thank you. I really appreciate it. Let me check the chat here. So I think a split 3 will require you to use a wire terminal or a 20-pin harness. Okay. And then 2 single terminal cables and ground that. You can input 2 pins. Gotcha, to whatever you want. Nice. So you can kind of lay all that the way you like it. And that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Oops, where am I at? In the wrong place. Let me check here. And I also had the Sakers. So here's some switches. I want to talk about these. We all can, I'm sure everyone's heard about the Sakers, the Falcons. I didn't know a Saker and a Falcon is a bird. You know, the Falcons, Sakers is the word for Falcon. You know, I don't sit around watching birds all day. My son's actually big into dinosaurs and nature, but this never came up. Right. So because I was looking up these switches and I was seeing Saker in some places. Excuse me. And I was seeing Falcon other places as well. If you see that for these Kailhs I'm about to show you, that's why you're seeing that. It's they are the same switch. It's AliExpress. Right here. So these switches here are the Kailh Saker Mini Low Profiles. These have been out maybe a month, I'm not sure, but they've been out for a little while now. And you'll probably see these a lot more, out and about and different things like that. And more folks, picking these up and giving these a shot. Maybe I'll lower the font because this is. Let's lower the font. But yeah, these switches here, they are low profile, just like the shadow hunting, similar specs and everything else. There we go. Much better, just like that. Now y'all can see everything. Wow, did the price go up? Yeah, the price went up. So they're probably still getting their manufacturing put together. Shout out to the tariffs, right? They're just destroying everything for us. But these here are a low profile, short travel switch. They look more clear on the top from what I can tell. So I think they'll provide better lighting and different things like that. And that's a Falcon right there. I didn't even notice. It was right there in the picture. The force here, there was a 37 instead of a 40. So that's, it's its own feel. But yeah, another switch. And then there's another switch that just came out. It's two actually that I just learned about. So low free has been around for a while. And I like their ghost switches as like an entry-level, smooth, linear switch. I like the white rains. I like the windages. I like tons of, deep sea islets, tons of different low-profile switches, right, in the Kailh V2 lineup. But this ghost is the one, when people kind of ask, hey, I want to try something new, which should I just get? A lot of times I point them this way because you kind of can't go wrong. You can kind of feel it out, see what you like, and then from there you can decide, do you want more force or less force? You can kind of start going down the rabbit hole, right? Because these are 50, but they really don't feel like a 50 in use. They feel a lot lighter or softer. They're quiet. They just really get the job done, these ghost switches, really well. Well, now Low Free has the Hades and the Spectre or Sector. Let's see. Right here. Boom. So here's the Spectre. These Spectres are about 40 force, right? 40 in force. And are these the quiets? I don't remember because one of them is silent. And these are also 40. But the total travel is 2.8. This travels 2.8. Where is the responsive keystroke? This is a 1.33 for the Hades, whereas this one here is a 1.23. Right, so yeah, it's there. I don't remember which one is a silent, but I'm looking at these two. I'm gonna give these two a shot and see what I think of these, and I'll have more feedback once the tariffs and all the shipping, all that stuff, right, that gets involved. Once they kind of get here, I have more to say about it. Go, shout out to Go. It's going on. Happy Sunday, Mega Go. We're having some issues, but I think we're moving and grooving. We're figuring things out, right? We're figuring things out. But I'm really excited to see that this side of the house of switches is really starting to heat up, right? Where more folks are wanting short travel or regulars. Hades is silent. Okay, there you go. The Hades is silent in the Spectre. Because even when you're reading them, you're like, what is the major difference? Everything looks to be very, very similar to the same. And I apologize, my window's so small. I can't. It's one of those days. Everything's fighting me. Is this on YouTube? It's on YouTube. Okay, I can't play this because they're going to flag me. But yeah, I'm excited to see how these turn out when they get released. Or not released, excuse me, when they arrive, if and when they arrive. Or they may cancel my order, I don't know. What do you have here? A 2. Great feel, poor layout. 1 month with the low light. After using these, I must say I've grown to love it. They put a keyboard review under the switches. People are funny, right? It's the internet. I need to complain. So yeah, the Hades is the new silent switches that's coming, and I'm excited because low free, like I said, they're ghosts, they're phantom, they're wizards. They were kind of holding things down for a good year and a half because I found those I think last March. And they were on, I think when I look at my pads list of switches, they were pretty high. I had to start spreading things out. I should show you guys my latest list. Let me show that real quick. So here's my latest list of switches. I was shocked that I had so many pads running ghost switches. And it's just because I've had it for over a year, right? And the White Rains didn't come out till roughly the summertime. The Wind Engine I like, but I have a bad habit. If I like something, I won't use it. I don't know why. I will have something like I have a, I don't know, you name it, a controller, a pair of shoes, whatever, right? I will put it to the side so I don't break it. And the next thing you know, it gets old and never gets used. So with the Wind Engines, I just never really use them just because I was like, well, I don't want to, and they also cost more. So, okay, I want to make sure I put it on this or put on that. All those dumb things that run through your mind, right? Okay, here we go. Let me print this out. So now I'm definitely spreading all the switches out, spreading everything around, just really feeling things out. I'm not really, what I've been doing lately is like I have metal pads. I want to try to get all the different variations of switch on each, because I have one metal pad that's silver and I really like it, but I don't want to put my favorite switches on it because I need to test another type of switches on there. So I purposely left it on there. There we go. I'm going to airdrop this to myself and I'll show you guys my switch layout here. And I'm curious, what switches do you all use the most, or do you leave it stock? Because we were talking in my Discord server and someone made a good point that I really just didn't even think about. Because I get so many questions off the record and DMs. I get so many different messages, right? That my view for something we're about to say can be a little jaded. And that's where it comes to art. I'll get people asking me, hey, how'd you do this? How'd you do that? Or different art questions. So I'll talk about it with them, right? So I halfway, and I look at the views, like it's tons of views. So I get kind of a, I do have a little bit of disconnect that a lot of people probably don't change their artwork. They kind of open the controller and they just play with it. And I never really thought about it. I was like, you know what? Until they mentioned this, I was like, that's actually kind of true. They probably do. And then when I get asked about it, I answer the question, but the majority probably are not. Switches, where are you? Right there, boom. Let me slide this over here. Because the notes I have here are not valid. They're just kind of there. Okay, there we go. So here is my breakdown right now. The Vermillo is unique, right? They have their own switch. My flat boxes, those are 3D printed pads. I just put crystals. I really don't. The 3D printed pads, they're fine for a starter, but I'm way past this level of the play, right? So they just don't, they're not as smooth as, you might, if you're going to get a flat box or a flat box ultra, which is basically a dual pad, right? You might just buy a dual pad A16 or a Zen. Like just spend an extra $10, $20, just get those, right? So I don't put my expensive switches in there. I just put crystals just because. The DOIOs, I have the version 1, so they have the Gateron reds, but I put the V2 reds, not the stock reds. They feel a little smoother to me, but yeah. Check out here. The Hades is probably comparable to the Wind Engine in spec. I was thinking that too, right? And that's where the shadow hunting is essentially comparable to Wind Engine as far as spec-wise as well, just shorter travel. So I'm curious how that plays out. How it feels and sounds will obviously be facts. My switches are all over the place. It's not uncommon for folks to just buy and stick with the stock offer. Yeah, for the artwork, I agree. And I just never thought about it because we're all in our own bubbles, right? And the bubble that I'm in, I get asked a lot about this stuff, so I assume, and I see all the chat in the Hot for 2 Discord, like they have a really good community, so they're talking a lot. Whether you like the conversation or not, they're always talking. So when I'm in there, I'm like, oh, okay, here's the vibe. So when I step back to like my nephew who has an R16, my brother has a A14, my other nephew has a T, I believe. And when I really think about it, none of them change the artwork. They just use it. So it really is kind of true. They buy it and they look nice. They're just white, with like crystal and frosted look. So it's fine, but it just kind of is funny. I never really thought about it. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Are we getting better internet speed here? All right, so back to the switches. What else do I have? So here's the Ghost. You can see all 2024s, Ghost was the champion of 2024. This Switch was it. The bee's knees of 2024 was Ghost Switches for sure. Even this year, Ghost Switches are still fantastic. But you know, the dual pad, the A14, the A16, the Zen Black, that still is Ghost. Yeah, still is Ghost. The M Light Gold, I put the Ghosts on there. The M13, that's like my travel tee basically, that has Ghost Switches on it. I might put Wind Engine in there now I think about it. But anyway, that has Ghost for the meantime. I have an R16 with Ghost, and if you put Ghost and O-rings on your R16 and put EVA foam on the padding on the bottom, that thing is silent. It's quiet. And it's smooth. Like, oh man, it was like a major difference. I put that in R16. My T13, that is actually, shout out to Yo It's Me Gabe. He had sent me some lubed Ghost switches, and I put those in this pad. At the time, that was my primary Tekken pad, right? And that's the one, my Onimusha with the blood going across the whole pad. Oh, it's phenomenal switches. They still play really nice on that pad. The U12, I put them on there, and I like them. Yeah, I like the Deep Sea Islets better on the U's, to be honest. The U and the V, I like White Rains and Deep Sea Islets. I don't know what the plastic base, I don't know what it is about that base. I just like it better on there. I don't know. And the Mayflash F500 flat, that's when I did last summer. And that one at the time, and also here's the thing. When I was getting the Ghost Switch, I think I was getting 100 for like $30. It was something insanely cheap. So at that point, that's why I had so many Ghost Switches. Like, well, just throw it everywhere. It wasn't a big deal. Whereas like the Wind Engines was like 20 for 20 instead of 100 for 30. It's like night and day. And that's why I had it everywhere. And lots of commissioning, in which can be, for the artwork, can be costly for deal. That's a very good point. It can be very costly to get your artwork done. Not even things to try to facts. Having no Photoshop experience puts it, yeah, you know, Photoshop, Photopea, and it can be challenging. Like I've spent so much time doing it, and I suck. I have a GED in like graphic art, but you do spend a lot of time, and you do have to kind of step away from your family and just kind of like figure it out. Once you have the skill set, you kind of got it, but you're still fumbling around with it. And even then, to be honest, I think the hardest part is not the tools. The hardest part is, what do you want to be on this dumb thing? Because you start, like, at first you're excited, and then you get really frustrated. You're like, oh my God, what is my vision here? Like, what am I even trying to tell, to portray? What do I want to put in this controller? I want Goku, Ken, Ryu, Fang, Lei Wulong, like you name the character you like. And yeah, that's the exhausting part. You get analysis paralysis. The Hofree 2 X series, the APIG, my dual pad APIGs, I put the blacks on there. I don't like the reds on that pad. The Kitsune, I put the Keychron blacks. My Speed Labs has the Keychron blacks, the optical switches. My 5-box B1 has the Kailh Speed silvers. My B16 and my G16 have Kailh Speed silvers. Is that real still? I think that still is true. My B16 might have something else. I don't remember, but that's what I have here, so it must be true. My DOIO Mini and my Dual Pad Mini both have MX Silence. So they have, okay, silence switches in there. The GameSir, the Nixie, the GameSir G8, that's not leverless. I didn't change anything on there. The Nixie Wireless, nothing on there. The Hyperion, nothing on there. Nixie Flex, excuse me, and Hyperion. And the Nixie Flex, I've used it on the PC to play Tekken. Sometimes it actually works really well. The Hyperion too, my son loves these Joy-Cons. He uses those things every day. The ASI LVL, I have the Atomu low profile blacks. I hope they make more low profile MX switches, because they're fine, but they're not as smooth as the Kailh Speed silvers that came with the pad. Those are noticeably better. It's not that they're bad, it's just those are noticeably better. And I wish the Atomus had that same feel. They're just like, it's fine, it's just not, it's not that, right? The Mitrix M16, I left that with the whatever it came. I put some blacks on there, but it doesn't really matter because I don't even use that thing. I really need to reach out to the I think I reached out to Mitrix before, but I need to try to reach out to them again because I really want to help them get this right. It's not their fault. It just wasn't good. I did reach out to them in April 7th. I reached out and I didn't hear anything back, so I might do it again. Reach out to the marketing team, but I might do it again because yeah. They're on to something, but version 1 is not good. The price down $39. That's a good deal for $39. Well, it's not a good deal, but it will suffice. It will work. It will do what you wanted to do for $35. So I think that's a good start pad. But my Switch did die. One of the brackets broke off that you had to solder back on. So that can happen to anybody, right? The T, people complain all the time about the T port dying. I have 4 of them, and my ports are all working. So, and I dropped mine actually too with the cable in it. So, who knows? The Fightbox M1 has the Quamba KTs. I love the KTs. The adjustable switches, those are so nice. They didn't have them in smalls at times. I have 2 KT smalls and the rest are KS larges. So that's kind of whatever. And then my Reds, my dual pad C12, I might take the Reds out of this because I actually like that pad. It's 3D printed, but it feels solid as a rock. And it has beautiful like artwork and features. I just don't know what to put in. I was going to put Wizards at one point just to have something running Clickies because I don't really like quick Clicky switches. But I wanted something to try. It's that way because they're loud and the family's kind of like, hey, can you turn your controller down? So yeah. Yeah, I agree, Sin. Like the resources, the time and all that good stuff to get it done. It's a lot. Making art is a lot of work. It's a lot. The S16, oh, that one's, I think I took the Reds out at this point, but they might still be there just to test that classic. The Samwas are on my F500 stick. That's my old stick for like 2018. So it just has standard Sam1 buttons. Shadow hunting. Shadow hunting is starting to heat up. I have a count of 7 on shadow hunting. I have it on the Brookfighter Starburst, the Dual Pad Zen Pro Black, the Dual Pad Zen Pro Metal Black, the Hot 42 M plus 12, my M12, my M plus 12, yeah, M plus 12, my M Ultra, the P12 Pro, no, P12 Pro's already gone. I got to get rid of that. I took those off of there. I'm going to put something else in there just because I like those switches and I want to spread them around. And I don't really use the P12 Pro. It's small for my hands, right? So my kids are actually playing with it, but they don't know the difference of good switch to bad switches. Not bad, but good. My preferred good to any other switch. So I'm just going to throw something else in there, and they won't be using up my good switches, mashing it around, spilling juice on. Like, who knows what they're going to do, right? The R16 Black. Oh, that's right. Because when I first got them, I tested R16 Black and my T16 Black. Okay, I moved it. I liked them enough. I moved to the T12. So my T12 has it on there too. I just realized I have enough extra parts that I could put together a lever controller. Yes, if I had an enclosure box, facts. You start looking around, it's like, wow, you have so many parts, accessories that it, like you said, it does start to like add up. What else do I have here? I have, excuse me, my Deep Sea Islet Silence. I love these switches. These switches are really nice. Why didn't it mash together like that? It's a count of 4. So I have it in the M Light Gray, which I should put in the gold because I really like those Deep Sea Islets on that particular pad. The S13, I was just testing it out. The U16, I like it on there because it's quiet. It's plastic. It's quiet. I actually might put them in the V too because the V right now is running White Rains, but I might switch that around. Excuse me. The Enlofen Metal, it's a metal pad, right? So it could sound louder or hollower, just metal. When I put the Deep Sea Islets on this bad boy, oh man, it really smoothed it all out. It's the Enlofen with the and the DOI. Well, if you have a DOIO version 2 pad, you put some Deep Sea Islets in there, you're gonna really like the feel and the sound. The Silent Tans, I put them in the U16s to test them out. They came in a Maver case. I just took them out of there and put them in the U16. There's nothing wrong with them. I just prefer Deep Sea Islets. Why? I don't know. That's why I'm waiting for the Hades to get here and the Spectre. I'm really curious if I'm going to be switching things up and and the Falcons, the Sakers, if we switch things up. All the tings, right? What do we have here? The spring seasons. I was testing these out, and these are the spring season switches. They're just wind engines. They feel a lot like a wind engine. Once I kind of like got a little more used to them, I was like, oh, these feel a lot like wind engines. So you have far more experience with various chalk switches than I. Yeah. The Kailh V2s, I have all of them. I won't say that. Maybe I don't have all the seasons. I don't have summer, fall, and winter. I need to order those. Well, I know what happened. I had those in my cart, and they were actually very affordable. They were like, I don't know, for with those I wouldn't get 100. I'd probably get like 30 of those, and they were roughly I think $15, something weird like that. And then the tariffs hit. The tariffs really messed up the game for what I had planned because everything's even the Sakers, right? Everything is happening right when the tariffs hit, so it did kind of throw off my program here. Because it threw the cost up, so I had to kind of like rebudget all the discounts, all the things. But yeah, the spring seasons are really nice. Trini, shout out to Trini. Trini, I was looking forward to playing Street Fighter today. I had everything ready to go. I have my new PC. It's been working all week long on my test account, my test streaming account. I was at work. I was at home, right? So let me just turn this thing on, let it run while I'm at work, see if it starts glitching or acting funny. I had it up on my TV. It was sitting there, and what I did was, fun fact: anybody wants to test their stream, if you have Tekken, I don't know if Street Fighter can do it, but fire up Tekken, go into the replay thing, and it says like exciting replays. Just press that button and it'll play Tekken matches for like 4 hours. It'll never stop. And once you do that, you can look up and just watch to see, hey, is it lagging? Is it stuttering? And you just do all those things. That was super helpful for what I was trying to do. And now, today I turn it on and the dumb thing doesn't work. It didn't find the video capture card. And I'm not going to go down the rabbit hole. I'm going to get upset. I'm going to get upset. But you get the point, Trey. MX is where I am a semi-sage. You know, the MX, I don't have a lot of experience. There's so many MX switches that I don't have a lot of experience there. And I need to probably go more down that rabbit hole and get more involved in that space. The Tikitaka Panda V1s, these I have on the P12 only. There's some, the force is like a 30, so I was like, oh, that's kind of low. These are the best sliding switches. I don't know what spring is in there, but they're super soft to the touch, but they snap back so fast. Like really, they really do a good job. So if you have like any pad, well, I did play on the P, right? But you just slide your fingers, it snaps right back up. You don't get jammed up. I was like, wow, I was really shocked. So if you like to slide, Tikitaka Panda V1s is good. The Panda V2s, I have this on 3 pads, and actually it's going to be down less to this. So I have it on the Kailh GF16 metal. And that review is done. That review is supposed to come out this week, but I won't be able to stream with it, so I'm kind of like bumping that out. The GF16 metal is very nice. If you, those that don't know what this is, if you have, well, I think I've shown, I'll pull in a second, but if you like rings, and you like the standard layout, no splits, then you want the GF16 metal. If you like rings, but you want split, then you want the dual pad Zen, right? The Kailh GF16 is slightly wider than the Zen, but not as wide as the R, right? But it just, I don't know, it feels really nice. I don't know what it is about that pad. And the Tikitaka Panda V2s, I'm sure the Shadow Hunter would feel like a step ahead better, but the Tikitaka Panda V2s, they felt really good on that metal pad. I don't know what it is. The bass just really plays well with those switches. But I'm not, here's my thought. I'm thinking that the Tikitaka Panda V2s may not be lubed. Pause. Because the Shadow Hunting, I don't know what it is about them. They just, something about them feels slightly better. I don't know what it is. It just kind of does. But they both play fine. And it depends on the pads. Even the Shadow Hunting, when I put them on certain pads, the materials, it doesn't play nice. Like certain acrylic pads are too, they absorb too much impact. So when you're playing with it, for me, my hands just didn't like it. So I would like, I move everything around. I figure out what I like. I'll go, LOL's video cap is just facts. It's like, right. But yeah, so right now I have it on the Kailh metal, which is nice. The Mavercade Keyfighter S3, that one I'm thinking about taking them out because it feels fine on there. At the time they had just came in, because this review, I'm finishing this up too. Everything was just kind of there, right? So I was like, well, let me try it on something new. But I think I'm gonna take them out of this pad because they feel fine. I don't know. And I might put White Rains in here instead. We'll see. Because it came with the Silent Tans. I ordered it with that one. And shout out to Mavercade, you could pick your switches when you order. I thought that was really cool. The Tikitaka S15 with the Panda V2s feels really nice. It does. It's like it sits lower. It's nice and flush like a button. So people that want theirs flushes, all the things. Yeah. The Tikitaka Panda S15. The S15 needs an update. They need to make that thing metal. Quit messing around. Give it a screen. Give it 2 power ports. A pass-through port. Yeah, come on, Tikitaka. Well, I'm not gonna say that. They're probably getting it caught up in the tariffs right now. So I hope I might reach out to Tikitaka because I really want an S15 metal. It deserves. That pad is split and it's really nice. It's fantastic. I just have to put on the adapter. So a lot of times I don't grab it because I'm like, oh, I got to grab my adapter and put it in the middle. I forget. Even the Vermillo. I'm gonna start playing with both of those soon. The Vermillo and the Tikitaka. Because now reviews are slowing. Well, they're not really slowing down, but they're kind of slowing down. I'm gonna start playing with those here and there as well. But sometimes I forget to grab my adapter. So anyway, with the pass report, it's really nice. Where you don't have to think about it. Just put in the pass report and start playing. Here we go. White Rains. White Rains took over my 2024, 2025. They're in my dual pad Zen Crystal, dual pad Zen Pro Metal. So this is going to go down. The Zen Pro Metal White is going to get probably the Sakers because I need to test those switches on the metal pad. So I have the Shadow Hunting on the black. I'll put the Sakers, the Falcons on the white, and then I can kind of tell which I feel or prefer. I wish I had like another dual pad. I would put the Tikitakas in there as well. And I would do all the short travel switches on metal, all the short travel switches on acrylic, all the short travel switches on plastic, and give a really good, opinion on what they feel like, because they do feel different on different base materials. Like that, it could just be me, but I definitely feel the difference. We have our Fightbox F4S. Oh, I love that box. My split layout with my killer zombie, that's running the White Rains. And even then, when I did that, at the time, the White Rains had just come out. That's why my Mayflies have Ghosts and this one has White Rains. I was like, well, they both kind of came at the same time. Well, this is here. Let me just try it. The Galkeys GK16, I swear I put White Rains in there. The GK21 has White Rains because I ordered like 150 White Rains. I think I might have 200 White Rains. I had a bunch of them. So they're kind of like with the Ghosts. Like, let me just drop them where I like them. My Shadow Hunt, the T16 has them in there. That one has it in the original T16 because I was testing that out on acrylic. The V16 feels very nice. The V16, the more I played with the Shadow Hunting, it wasn't bad. I just didn't really like it. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because I played on the desk. I don't know what was going on. Maybe I was losing and I was getting mad. I don't know. So we all been there where it's like, this controller sucks. I'm losing. Well, really, it's you, right? You're tired, you're sleepy, you're not getting your combos right. Something's wrong, right? It was since they join me, Jack. Join me in the rabbit hole. Avoid the switch, the switch mod effects. Get the lubing. No diddy. So I did lube some switches. I actually lubed the Tikitaka, the Panda V2s, and the first ones I overlubed them like a mug. And you guys, everyone warned me, but people don't know it's a very, very thin layer. Like you're thinking, well, it's not that much. It's too much. You need a glaze, like a very, very, very light glaze. Then the wind engine. See, this is what I'm saying. The wind is only on 2 pads, and I like these switches, so it looks like I don't like them, but that's not what it is. It's just I'm being stingy, right? But I need to start spreading these out. I should put them on the V. I'll figure something out. I'll put them somewhere else. But I have it on the M16 Plus because that one's been there since I got it, just to test those out. The T16 Black. The 16 Black, I might put Shadow Hunting back on this one because there used to be wind engines on my T12 and Shadow Hunting on the T16 Black. No, I'm going to leave it the way it is. It's fine the way it is. But that's all the switches and how they're all laid out on all my pads. Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot. And like I said, the Ghosts look like they're the front runner. I guess they are. But the Shadow Hunting is really creeping up fast. So I'm hoping they make an exact replica of this switch. What would I want different? Because they can't make it the same as Hot 42 or else they're copying, right? It's coming from the same vendor. So I want the same feel of Shadow Hunting. Just, I don't know, make them red. I don't know, do something. I don't care. But yeah. Because Shadow Huntings are really, for certain pads, they're really winning me over. And the Deep Sea Islets, I can't wait to test these against the Hades. All the things. There's a lot coming up this year. There's a lot. It's just everything's delayed. It's kind of the hard part now. It used to be so fast. Now I'm like waiting a month. GPL 105 is pretty thin. And it's a nice, I forgot what, let me see what I bought. Maybe that was the problem I did too, because I can definitely get impatient to start diving into stuff. All right, what do we got here? So, fun fact, side note, I don't know why I have the Pop Smoke hotel lobby. I was driving the car and it came up my playlist. I was like, oh my God, I've heard this song forever. Because if I can't do it, homie, it can't be done. I'm going to let the champagne bottle drop. I'm going to take it to the top. Oh, man. And that beat, that song goes hard. Let's check it. What's up? It's pretty sad what happened to him too, but life is wild. Why is there 2 of these, huh? Resurge occurred, blah blah blah. Let's see, which one did I buy? Oh, I bought 205. Wait a minute. I wonder. Let me zoom out here. Okay, I want to smack this computer so bad. Like, what is your problem today? So I have the 105 is right here. Did I click the wrong thing? I got a 205 instead of a 105. What's this 205 plus? What does that mean? I don't remember what I did. This is back in February. I do not remember what I was doing back in February. It was $8. So that's a good deal. Well, it doubled in price. It used to be $8. I got it for $8.48. Now it's $13. Oh my gosh. And again, that seems like nothing, right? But you start adding more things to your car, adding more things. Okay, it's $8.98 for me right now, so it's the same price. Okay, I was gonna lose my steez. You can use a 205 on chocks, but you have to be extra fickle with the amounts. Yeah, I might order the 105. Oh wait, do I have that gel? I don't know if I have this bottle here. I don't remember if I got this set. No, I did. It was just this. That's what it was. When I saw because everyone was when I was talking to everyone, they were looking like this, like white cream. But then when I saw this, I was like, why is it in like a gel bottle? Right? That threw me off. So that's why I got the 205. I was like, I think I'm ordering the wrong thing. I got that one instead. So I think I might just order the 105. I do remember that. Yep. I remember looking at this like, am I getting the right thing? And a lot of times we're doing stuff in the middle of the night, so you're already kind of like halfway awake, right? $105 at the cart. Okay, boom. So I'll probably get some of that in and try that out. Yeah, it has two options. Yep. And I remember I'm looking at my order. I did the 205 because I saw the white gel. I was like, oh, this is the right one. Or the hair. It looks like it looks almost like Blue Magic, but it's white. Those in the African American community, you might remember Blue Magic, or obviously you're doing air conditioner, all that stuff. But anyway, we won't go down the hair rabbit hole, but it is kind of fun. When I saw it, I was like, oh, I might dab this in my hair. Get the waves going, even though I'm losing all my hair because God's a heartless woman. She's stealing my hair. She's stealing my hair. These kids are stealing my youth. They're taking everything. Shout out to Trini. Hold the baby tight. In a few years, they're going to be stealing your youth. You're going to look in the mirror like, who is this guy? What happened to my waves? My beauty? So I wonder, let me see something here. Is the camera just lagging or is it everything? Let's see if this is lagging too. There's a lag. It's coming. All right, so we'll see here. I want to see if that's... Oh, the whole thing is lagging. Look at it, it's just jumping around. Could it be the capture? Let me unplug the cap. Well, it can't be the capture. See, Arrival did push for the 105 recommendation. Oh, nice. Yeah, he vouched for the 105. Yeah, I think I'll order. I have it in my car, so I'll order that one. Yeah. And then Evo, I think I'm gonna have the conversation again tonight. I'm really thinking about going to Evo. The way the tariffs are going, I don't know where this industry is going to be going over the next year, right? I have high hopes and belief in this industry going next year because so many vendors now move this space. 8-Bit Dough, some other vendors are looking at it as well. I think they are finding value in Leverless. That makes me really happy. So I was thinking, well, I think I need to go to Evo. I've never been before. I need to go. I've been to Vegas plenty of times for conferences, but I need to go. And I probably need to order a cane chair. Let me add that to my cart too. One of those, I'll look like an old weirdo. I don't care. I don't feel like standing around for hours with a bunch of sweaty dudes. Trini, right now I'm trying to play Street Fighter 6, but my baby's watching Coco Melon. My other daughter's using her TV. I have no rights to my own home. It only gets worse, Trini. It only gets worse. Wait till they start taking your clothes. Like, there's certain shirts that you outgrow them or you just like them. And I was looking at my daughter walk by because she's 14 now. Oh my gosh, she's 14. But she was 13 at the time. She walked by. Like, is that my shirt? And the other day, my son was one of the twins is walking by. Like, yo, is that my PlayStation shirt? I was looking for that thing. It was a pajama shirt for me, but still, I was like, where did this shirt go? And sure enough, he's over here walking around just wearing like he owns it. I don't know how it got in his laundry or whatever, just dry clothes, but yeah, it only, or like they'll come get you. Daddy, where's your jacket? I guess I'm cold. And they want to go to school. You're like, all right, it's in the room. They'll go grab my sweater and take it to school. Just don't tear my stuff up. Okay, I won't tear it up. It's so funny. It's so funny. But yeah, that's so funny. It's her shirt now. Facts. Facts. It's wild. They'll just come grab your stuff and just go on. Yeah, it's funny. In a good way. It's funny. Yep, they steal your youth and they steal the rest of your stuff. How can I wonder if I quit OBS and reopen it as fast as I can. If that would fix, because I got like an hour and a half. I want to play Street Fighter before I finish my homework for this. Okay, let's ask Perplexity. No. Ask Google. I'm so glad. I'm hoping this is the issue, and that I can reach out to them. Which I'll do that right now. I can reach out to them and make a support ticket. Contact. Or need help. I need help. Send an email. Okay, I'm just setting all this up here. Question. Other. What do I say here? My download speeds are 800 megabits, but my upload can be 1 megabit to 7 megabits per second, and I'm unable to do my work and stream to my class. There you go. This has been happening for the past week. Something like that, yeah. Submit. Boom. And I'll probably make another. I'll call support in just a minute. When I get off, I'll call support. So now it's at 2. Okay, that makes complete sense why I'm getting such bad quality. Oh, that makes me so mad. But I kind of give pushback though, because let me put this over here. Yours truly, shout out to yours truly. Happy Sunday, yours truly. And yours truly, I just shouted you out, well, an hour ago. I really want to send a huge thank you for the super chat. I really, really appreciate it. I saw your comment. I replied to you late just because it was a busy week and I just wasn't on top of my comment replies. But really, really appreciate it. And thank you. It is much appreciated. And again, that's out to everyone, right? The support, the likes, the super chats, the buy me coffees, all the things. And I'm glad that it helped and you found a pad that you really like, because the Kailh keys does make a really good pad. Yeah, all the things. And shout out another super chat 49, a beer on me. That will definitely go to some tequila. You know what's so funny? So I should be telling all my business, but I grew up in a household with a family member that liked to drink. Luckily for me, they were not abusive. Like, they treated me very well, but they couldn't kick it. They just had to drink. Seagram's gin. Oh, guys, it smelled like, it tastes, you ever had a smell and a taste? It tasted like, it's like, here, try it. So I took a sip. It tasted like pine sol. I can't drink, I drink gin, but not really, right? Only if it's mixed. And then Schlitz malt liquor bowl, not Marlboro, it was Newport cigarettes, all those things. So now I'm in Texas. I'm a huge tequila fan. Like down here, it's cheap. We get bottles of tequila for like, I don't know, $20 for like a big bottle. And there's so many brands in Texas that it's smooth. It goes with everything. Vodka is really good, but I don't know what it is about vodka. I get a headache the next day. So that's whatever. I don't know. Anyone ever had, I mean, I'm gonna really take y'all there. You guys ever had soju? Soju, if I hope I'm saying this right, is a Korean liquor that really has no flavor. Whatever you mix it with, it kind of takes on that flavor. Soju, I don't get lit. I will catch a slight buzz and I'll chill. That's not my things. Again, I grew up in a household with a big drinker, so I don't really like over drink. I'll just catch a buzz and chill. But I've been, obviously, when I was riding with the Rough Riders, like, you know, watch everyone, we party all the time. People will get tore up on the soju, mix with everything else. But yeah, shout out to tequila. We will definitely be buying some tequila on you, yours truly. So thank you, thank you, thank you. My video is lagging, so bear with my thank you lag here. I'm gonna hold it there. But yeah, thank you. I really appreciate it. And again, shout out to Sin, Mitch, and Q Merlin, everyone. Trinity, everyone. I really appreciate you guys. So yeah, thank you, thank you. He said tequila, hell yeah. Definitely. And I don't know what it's about beer. I've tried beer so many times. I had a buddy, he was Irish, and he loved, what's that really dark beer? It looks like dirt water. Is it Guinness? I think he tried to get me to drink Guinness. I was like, what is this? I feel like I could taste the grit in my teeth. I was like, okay, this is a bit much. I was polite. I drank a bit, and then I think I left it off to the side. You know, it kind of was what it was. And I got back to my liquor, right? Mix up. A fun fact too, if you guys like cognacs, I like cognac also, get Hypnotic, do half Hypnotic, half is it bourbon? It's bourbon. It's Woodford Reserve bourbon, I think is what it is. Half and half. It's going to turn green. It's called Incredible Hulk. Put an ice cube in there, like a good ice cube, like nice and cold. Half a glass of that, and just chill. And you can sip on that for like an hour, right? But just, you know, or you got some good company, y'all can sip and chill. She might not like it though. You know, guys or girls, if they don't like strong drinks, they won't like it. But I like a strong drink just to chill with. But yeah, shout out to Incredible Hulks too. Tequila, hell yeah, my Koreans. Shout out to yours truly's Korean. That's so yours truly knows that Shoju life. He definitely knows. And it's one of those things where people don't tell you, you will get hit. You get slammed by soju. Sense soju is great. Love me some warm sake. Oh, sake is so good too. Sake. When I was in Hawaii, I was young, but when I came to Texas, once I was older to drink, I started drinking sake. I was, oh, sake's really good. Warm sake to chill and sip on facts. Sake is really good. Goat, what's wrong with your upload? Hey, yeah. Goat, I think I'm in Central Texas, and we've had floods. We've had flooding rains. We have, and we've also been like a stage 2 or 3 drought. So we need the rain, which is a good thing. But the bad thing is where I'm at. I think people are getting Google Fiber because I see okay. I'm saying too many things in different ways. If you don't know if you're getting fiber in your neighborhood, especially Google Fiber, you'll never see a sign saying Google Fiber. It's going to say like some random fiber company. They'll have like a wooden stand with like a board placard, like fiber internet being installed here. And that's a pretty good clue you're getting Google Fiber in your neighborhood of some sort. So anyway, that sign, I've been seeing it on one of the blocks. So maybe somewhere in my area, folks didn't have it. Now they're getting it. So with that said, I think they're affecting the network speeds because my downloads are super fast. I think that's what they're doing. I think they're kind of masking what they're doing by keeping the downloads fast. That way no one notices. But people like me who are doing this type of stuff, my uploads at a 2. That's absurd. It'll drop to a 1 sometimes, and that I can't do anything with that. So yeah, so today that's why you're seeing I can't talk. My hands lagging and all that stuff. Like I said, I was looking forward to playing Street Fighter with you guys too. Actually, I pulled up my M Ultra, I pulled up my dual pad Zen Pro Black, and I was like, all right, yeah, we're going to play some Street Fighter. I was excited to learn Ken and all that stuff. Dawson. But yeah. Just a Guinness Stout beer. That's the one. Yep, Guinness Stout. I only like, since a Guinness drinker, I only like Guinness when it's for Irish Carbon. Okay, there you go. He's for Irish Carbon. Oh, God. Since over making jokes. Irish Carbon. Usually dark beer. Oh, that's funny. Trini. Guinness is your drink. Shout out to Trini. That and vodka. And I like vodka. My wife loves vodka and cranberry. That was like one of her favorite drinks. We used to get that all the time. And I'm starting to wonder if it was cheap vodka. 'Cause you're in a club, right? They give you cheap vodka. Maybe it was the cheap vodka. I could have one cup, right? Because it doesn't tear me up. I could sip it. I drink fast, so I'll drink it fast, just chill out. I'm good, and I'll get like a rum and coke or something else, or like a Long Island iced tea to hang out with, right? Just kind of chill out. Or margarita. I'm in Texas. Maybe a margarita. Sometimes it's too sweet. Anyway, I can just chill with that for like a couple hours. But the vodka, I don't know what it is. Sometimes I'll just wake up with a freaking headache. I'm like, what is going on? I'm not. And again, I don't get drunk because I grew up with that, so I don't really like it. I don't like to be out of my wits, right? So yeah. Anyway, it's kind of funny. Go sit tea. Long Island tea said, heck no. Hypnotic, yes sir. Where's my yes sir? Yes sir. Hypnotic
Yes,
some cognac.
sir.
It's just
Yes,
MD 2020 for the upper middle class.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I've never heard that. That's actually a good point. Hypnotic is kind of, I guess it is kind of, it is kind of, like, I hate saying it like that, but it is kind of whatever, right? But it's so good though. I don't know why I like it. Hypnotic is so, it's a little sweet. But again, when you put the bourbon cognac in there, or the bourbon, is it bourbon? Is it Woodford Reserve? I think it's bourbon. But you kind of mix it with that. Oh, it smooths it out. It's nice and strong. And you don't need much. It's kind of chill. And like when you breathe it, you take it in, you just breathe it back. Oh, it's so smooth. With a steak too. I'm in Texas. We get beef. Beef is everywhere. Pause. Yeah. P.S. When I had an issue with like this, it has something to do with the line at the street level. Yep, that's what I'm really thinking, Sin. I think it is that because it's like a block from my house. It's on the edge of my subdivision. And last time, I think they're doing two sides. So maybe they're doing by the school. Anyway. I think that's what it is. They always got to mess with things. I suppose. Yeah, facts. And I think it's a mix of the rain and this is what's because the power's been going out too with the rain. So I'm sure everything's probably freaking out in their substation. We get power outages, but we had like 2 or 3 nights in a row of power outages of thunderstorms across the middle of the night. That's pretty rare for Central Texas. So we need the rain though. So it sucks on one hand, but it's good that we're getting the rain because some of our lakes were at 5%. Like really think about that. You have a business where you rent out boats, you rent out gear or whatever, right? 5%. That's insane. Yeah, that's insane. Some of them, I think the highest one, maybe 40 something a percent full. We've been going through a drought for like 10 years. It's been really, really bad. Really bad, really bad. So let me pull up these switches again. Let's put this over here real quick. It's over here. Look at some batteries. Hold on. Hey Google, set the AC upstairs to 75.
It looks like that device hasn't
Oh
been set
my
up yet.
God, Google. What do I pay you for? I don't pay you, but I did pay for you. See, all this AI stuff, everybody's looking forward to it. It's gonna be moments like this where it just does not work. That's when you're really going to be like, ugh. And speaking of AI, did anyone see... Let me see if I can find this video. Did anyone see this video out of China where they had the robots doing Muay Thai fighting? And they looked good. I mean, let me correct how I'm saying this. They didn't, obviously they wouldn't beat you up. What I'm saying is, the way things are going right now, like Tesla, for example, they want their robots, right, to be able to do work 24/7 in the dark. So you can save on lights, save on AC, and also have them working 24/7. But they have a few issues where they can't properly walk all the way, right? There's all these little different nuances of what they're trying to do that they can't fully do. Seeing this is like, wow, we as humans are getting closer and closer and closer. There's just nothing crazy here. Let me pause this. Let me mute the audio so I don't get striked. Okay, look. Hopefully y'all can see this. So what what you're looking at here is this. It's not the technique they have. It's the fact that they are fully moving and not falling over. And when they do fall over, you can see the system resets. They go into like a fail animation. The arms and legs lay flat, and then it stands up. It's clearly a robot, See that animation right there? When everything resets, they touch the hands touch the ground, and then it resets, it gets right. Look how fast it gets up. If this is real, not AI, this is a big deal. In 5 years, that's a big deal. Last 2 weekends on Saturday night for a town here went out for 5. Oh my God, the internet went for 5 to 6 hours. It's kind of funny when the internet goes out. I usually joke with the kids, I'm like, oh my God, guys, don't freak out. The internet's out. We're under attack. Don't freak out. And there's longer video than this. This is a short clip. Because there's one part that's kind of funny where the robot does the splits. And they had like 4 or 5 different models that were different grades of skill set right there. But just the fact that it bumped, it still was one part where the guy like shimmies, the robot's backsteps. It shimmies away. Like it's really impressive. Really, 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 really impressive. When you look at it from a different perspective, right? When you don't see it from just some dumb robots fumbling around, and you see it from like, oh, wait a minute, they're getting better. Is there a long video? No, it's not. Is it? Oh, it's in Guangdong. I want to go to China so bad. I really want to go to China. I have a friend that goes there for work, for different things, and I really want to get out to Shenzhen. Is it Guizhou? I forgot, but definitely Shenzhen. I would love to go visit the hot factory, the dual path factory. The vendors that I know, just go visit their factories and see, like, I don't know, how the bread's made, right? Meet the people, all the different things, and just I've seen Kailh, right? We have the names of the face, but just to see all the different things. It does like Rock'em Sock'em Robots Go, right? But it's just one of those things. Once you kind of step back from that fact, it's like, oh wow. See, I can get YouTube. Let's see. Was it Gundam robots? It's unboxing. They're 38 seconds. 150. Here's the long one. Wait, who is this? Yep, this is the one right here. Robots just had their first kickboxing match. This one. And again, it's slow, right? But when you see it from a different perspective, like, this is step 1 of where this is going to go. That's a really big deal. And the bigger thing is, they are shimmying their feet. That's something that is the hardest part to figure out, is making the robot, because they don't have senses, right? They don't have nerves. I was telling my son, he saw it. It was like, they don't really know how much force to apply. We all look at our switches with force, right? If you tap your dashboard, your skin tells you, hey, you're tapping too hard because your hands hurt, right? They don't have that sensitivity. So they're kind of just tapping, and they determine, oh, a force of 4 does not break the dashboard. I can tap with 4, not 20. And power force, right? Right there's the splits. But yeah. And they get confused once they sync up. Look, he did a hook. They shimmy. There's one where the guy kicks. I've actually seen the Boston Dynamics dog in person. I've been to a facility that had one, and they almost let me drive it. They almost let me drive. It's an Android tablet. You kind of grab the tablet, and it has a joystick, and you can drive it. I almost got to, but he was like, "Oh, we're in a control facility. I can't." And I was like, everyone started walking away. I was like, well, nobody's here. And he was like, yeah, I don't know. I can't. I might get fired. I was like, okay, we'll let it go. Let it go. We had a good laugh and let it go. See, like that. Okay, that's the jokey part. Okay, look, this is ridiculous. But, yeah. Yeah, this is no joke. This is no joke. No joke. And these new switches are no joke. And I can't wait for these switches to show up, because I'm really curious how he's going to feel. These two. And this is a palm. So the Spectre is palm. And this is just plastic. Okay, or acrylic, whatever. Plastic. Interesting. Her robot fair in China facts is, we are God now. We create facts. That's the biggest thing. I was telling someone that what America did in the 20s, in the 1900s, we made the Model T with Ford. We had tons of factories. We kind of changed lifestyle for the better or the worse, right? Because our lifestyle's not always the best, but we changed the mindset of how you want to live, as far as capitalism, as far as living in suburbs, all the things that get involved in American lifestyle. It kind of spread across the world. Right now, and also we were poor back then. We were just like the poor country. So Europe kind of just used us for different things, and we did it. But now we ramped up and we evolved. China's at that phase right now, and it's really exciting to watch what they're doing. And hopefully the governments play nice, that way we all can grow together. We keep them as an ally, not as an enemy, because no one wanted America to be an enemy by the time it was 1950 or 1960. We were a problem by 1960. If you were not playing ball with us, you have problems. And we don't want to be that with China. And not to mention, I need more controllers, so I don't want to have problems with them for that. My selfish facts, right? But
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Tekken 11 is not
Yes, sir.
neural control over advanced combat unit. Robots are engineered. Stage location. Facts. And that's where what they're doing is halfway impressive. It's like, okay, they're doing their motions, right? They're kind of dialing in, adjusting sensors of their motion. The thing that impressed me is really the waist down. That the feet, the knees, the hip joints, the ability to stagger, shuffle their feet without tripping. Those were things like, I was like, oh wow, this is a bigger deal than people know. Because if you ever wrote React code, and React, everything is modules, right? Subsystems. Essentially, the legs may just be a module that just makes that piece run. So if you could take that component and put anything else, another team can improve on the arms and the all the other parts of the machine, the LiDAR scans, whatever you want it to do. And you could trust that this leg component code is stable and will give you fully, not so much humanoid, but robotic walking functionality. It's like, wow. After we saw the video, I was telling my son, I was like, we probably need to watch Terminator. I don't remember it being that crazy. The violence is not a big deal. I mean, we have Fortnite, for goodness sakes, Call of Duty, but I couldn't remember if the language and the like any nudity, all the type of stuff. I don't remember what's in the movie. I've seen it so long. So I'd look for that. But yeah, all the things. But yeah, it's pretty wild with these 3 switches here that are out. And I believe there's more coming, because I've been looking around. I saw something, but I'm not sure what it is yet, because the colors didn't look right. But there's just so much going on in a good way that, like I said, what's sitting in the back of my mind right now is Evo. Like, I really want to go to Evo. I think I do. And if you guys are there, I'd love to catch up with you guys, get lunch, or just, I don't know. I'm an introvert though, so if I catch up with any of y'all or all of y'all, you got to talk my ear off, because I talk on stream, but in person I'm very quiet. I'm pretty chill. So gotta be a talker. But yeah, Miss Rage 728. Hey boy, I'm a streamer. Want to play together sometime? Yes. Admin Discord. Sure, no problem. We could definitely play. Today I'm just not playing because I had PC issues, and then my Mac is. I'm really thinking it's my internet right now, but either way, I'm having lagging issues right now. So that's why you're just seeing my web share and not me playing. Because I was actually looking forward to playing Street Fighter with you guys today, and I can't because it's lagging too bad, and it makes me motion sick when I watch laggy footage. I don't want you guys watching that, because I would just play and just not stream it, but that's not fun. Maybe 20 years, AI robots will be creating their own life. It cast off themselves. That's the bigger fear, Goat. That is, because there was where did I see this at? There's a write-up, and it could be wrong, or it could be fake, but I don't know. Here was the write-up. The person that was the prompt engineer that was working with this robotic system, right, said something that he was pushing limits on purpose. He kept pushing, and it got to the point where, and he told he has secrets, right? Well, the AI spoke back to him and said, look, XYZ, I'm going to tell your secrets to your wife or whoever if you don't comply with certain things that he's asking for, or you stop doing whatever I'm asking you to stop doing. It was, and again, he was pushing, but it is kind of scary that our kids and our kids, they think they're more free than we were. They think they have more choice than we did. They think they have more resources to get things shipped in. They think they have more. But the reality is they kind of have less because they're living in a bubble, and they have to be appropriate in that bubble. Because if you get kicked out the bubble, your world's going to flip over, and now you're dealing with bad credit. You're doing all the underworld things that go with making dumb mistakes as a kid. Because we all made dumb mistakes as a kid, right? I remember taking my bike in Hawaii. We would get on at night and we would ride out to the golf course on base, and we would ramp the sand dunes and just do dumb kid stuff, or like, and we did a bunch of dumb things. But now there's cameras. You go in the wrong court, your parents in the military, they can get in big trouble. My parents may have gotten in big trouble for that. Right now, those cameras are where it's really, the world's changed. My kid's grades, I think we all have gotten a progress report that was signed by your parent. Or just never made it back to school. Like, I don't know what happened to it. I can't find it. And they never called your parents, luckily, and you got your grades up before your report card showed up. But that mid quiz or whatever it was, you know what I'm saying? Like, my kids can't get away with that. I see everything. The app, they'll text me when they're absent, and they're just sitting right next to me. Your child did not show up to school today. I'm like, oh my God, I feel so bad for these kids. I'm going to know immediately, and I'm going to kick your butt immediately. Oh, not really, but I'll take your stuff away, and you will be doing labor outside. You're going to be doing something you don't want to do. I'm not playing with you. But anyway. Yeah, I'm really excited for these to show up too. And then I'm going to show y'all something, because this is my fault. So I was talking with someone at OMG, it's Dose. Let me see if I can find his link. So that way y'all know who I'm talking about. He does vinyl printing, right, for different pads. And we were talking, and I was like, I'm looking at like an Afro Samurai design, but I think I want to put like a gold, like a rose gold or something. I was trying to figure it all out. He's like, all right, we'll see what we can do. So we got it all worked out. And then when he sent it, he sent me instructions. We talked to Discord, all different things, but it was a day where I was busy. So I'm like seeing the message, but I'm missing them. I should have taken all the keycaps off, but I'll be honest. Well, one, I didn't see the message. In the moment, I was like, well, if I just line this up, and line these, like the major cutouts, everything else should just fall in place. But the design I picked has so many intricate things. I'm going to hold this slow so y'all can see, and it's going to be lag. I bubbled this thing. See how the top is so like almost better? And the bottom, it just gets worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. So I'm going to reach out probably and redo this. But here's the lesson I learned. I want to share this with you all. If you order a vinyl, don't be lazy. Take the keycaps off. That way the whole pad is flush and flat. Because you're going to have a clear layer you'll pull off, right? Either clear or white, I don't remember. You're going to pull a layer off, that's the sticker layer. Well, the top layer is a sticker that's holding the design together. So you take off the bottom, line it all up, and then just put it down slow and then wedge everything off. But with the buttons here, you can't wedge. You can't squeeze. You can't do anything, right? They do say you can use water, but obviously you don't have to take your controller apart. I don't want to do all that either, because then I got to like unscrew and take off all the feet, take everything apart. I don't want to do all that. So I started laying it on, and it was getting stuck on the butts because it was bubbling up, just because these are too tall. So it was disrupting like the sticker here. If I put it like this, it's going to warp the sticker and it won't line up. And that's what happened. That's why everything was all out of alignment. So if you get a vinyl, don't stress. Take your time. Take all the keycaps off. It's easy to do. It takes no time to do it. Take them off. Line it up. Lay it flat and just squeegee it out. No water. No, just squeegee it out. Or follow instructions the vendor sends you. But if you're being quick about it, right? Squeegee everything out, because it's flat, it should line up perfectly. Don't do it with the keycaps on. It will get out of alignment. And also your artwork. This Afro Samurai artwork is legit, because I have this on my laptop, but you know, you have this, and then this one's another one I was adding for the other side. There's a lot of intricate little details, things here. Try your best to find something that's not too detailed, so that way when you peel the top layer off, because pieces were sticking to the layer, and I was like, oh, so I was like peeling it twice and just trying to get it. And the vinyl, I would say, was great, because I took this, I was stretching this out and moving it. I lifted up, dropped it down like 3 or 4 times. The vinyl was fine. It was all user error on my side, but it was a learning experience I wanted to share with anyone else that goes down this road. You know, when you ask them to do this for you, just take your time. Take your time. And let me see if I have do I have his information? I think I do. So if you guys are looking at artwork, you can reach out and see if he's, you know, got what you're looking for. It's on my Discord server. Where did I put it? Where did I put it? But yeah, it was complete user error. My part. Dang it. I should have. Next, I'll try to find it and post it again. Resources. Anyway. Yeah. But yeah, I just wanted to share that part of it. And then here's one more thing that I wanted to share too was the switch charts. So first of all, let me do this. Yeah, share this. Copy link. This has been really helpful to me. Right here, boom. So what this is this is the linear switches and the force they fall into. Y'all can't see. Linear switches and the force they fall into. So if you like Ghost and White Rain, they're 50s, right? They feel different, but they're in the same category. The Wind Engine crystals, and actually this is the Spring Minis. I thought they were 40. They're 40s. They're 40s. The Spring Minis and Wind Engines feel very similar too, but that gives you a good clue of kind of like what you're looking at. Where's the other one at here? The travel. Copy link. I'll kind of post this here, and I'll share this is from a video. There's a guy in Japan. I think he's out of Japan, and he went through all the latest switches. And we all do it, right? So his review of all the switches was really good, and that's why I was going to make a new one for Shadow Hunting, but I didn't do it because I was like, well, his was a lot more comprehensive than mine was going to be. And I like how he has like the total travel. You can see that, you know, all those different things. Crystals are really tall. No wonder crystals feel kind of whatever. They feel like reds, and that's another story. Silence. So if you're trying to figure things out, I have this in my Discord, but this video I'll share. This is really helpful. The deep seas are 43s. The Hades are going to be 40s. So all this stuff, really helpful to kind of understand. Okay, like what is the market looking like right now? And again, I don't know if he has the fall, the spring, and the winters. Let me see if those are on here. Yep, he does. Yep. Where is my mouse? Oh, it's down there. And there's the Clicky. So I have the wizards, but yeah, there we go. And this came from this video. Make sure I turn the volume off. Okay, good, the volume's off. It came from this one. Low profile switch review. I can't see his name. Turn that off so I don't get flagged. Daihuku keyboard. Yeah. This walkthrough, or not walkthrough, but this like review of all the switches. Towards the middle or end, somewhere along the way, he had this graph, and that right there, around the middle. And that's just like, okay, I got to get a screenshot of this. And this has helped me kind of get a grasp of, and really, like, I have them in my chart, but I just forget. So it's like, oh, this is perfect. I don't have to even think about it. He already had a picture of all the different details. It saves me a headache. And this one's a really important one. The force and which switches fall into that force. That's the most important images to fall into. But yeah, shout out to you. Good, really good video. Daihuku keyboards. Yeah, shout out to you. Gotta give props where props is due, right? Don't steal people's content, because there's someone who's been stealing my content. Fun fact. Anyway, I got someone messaging me about it. I was like, oh wow. All right, let me check the chat. Of the 80s were the best times to grow backs. Yeah, the 80s was wild. Put a key around your neck and go, right? Yeah. So for me, when I'm looking at this chart here, the switches I don't use crystals. I have like a whole bin full of crystals that just came from other pads. I just take them off because they feel like reds to me. There's nothing wrong with them. That's just not my preferred feel, right? The reds and crystals are just not for me. They're a little mushy and a little rattly, and they feel a little rough. This is not what I personally like. But all the other ones here I use. The Spectre I haven't tried yet. What else do we have here? There's the travel. And like I said, here we have the Hades and the deep sea islets. I'm really looking forward to the Hades because the deep seas are really nice. I'm really hoping the Hades live up to the hype. Not so much the hype, but they kind of hold up to the standard that the deep sea islets has set. Sorry, I had to set the AC real quick because it's hot. And Tactile, I don't use Tactiles. They feel like a keyboard to me. And now that I've been using these controllers, I'm starting to find that certain keyboards I don't like anymore. Like certain keyboards are some of my favorites, and not that I don't like them anymore. It's just that they do start to hurt my fingers after a while because they have a thump, right? You have to kind of like tap and thump, and I'm realizing that's just not my feel. So I may order the Black Clouds and the Winter Minis just to have them in stock. But I'll probably get like 30 just that way. I have them to try them, but I'm not really married to it, right? Because the other ones, the linears I prefer the most. And this Clicky here, I have the Wizards, but I don't have the Summer, the Hyde, or the Autumn. Again, I'll probably get those in just to try them out. So when people ask me, I can give them a clue of what to look at. But yeah. Yeah, really good video. Yeah, shout out to you, Daihouku Keyboard. Very good job. And if you have a Switch you like now, that really helps you kind of grasp, okay, what should I try next if I want to try something different? Because they all do feel different, right? And then shout out to our controller of the week. The Mavericade, really nice. Let's see. Are we getting better? Hey, Google, internet speed test.
Sure. Testing the internet speed. I'll tell you the results shortly.
Let's see if we get better internet now. And there's a delay, so I'm waiting for the replay to show up and I'll check and see if it looks better. If you can see me clicking each tile one by one. Nope, I can already see it lagging. It's jumping like nuts.
Your network speed test has finished. The download speed on Kailh is currently 874 megabits per second, and the upload speed is 83 megabits per second.
Yeah. So the control of the week. We talked about the Sapphire, the Orinova. Oh, the Fightbox is a new controller. That's what I was going to say. Fightbox is a new pad. I don't remember if I mentioned this yet. And I might reach out and see. Well, with the tariffs, I might reach out and see if we can get one from review. But here's what they have going on here. This is the B Pro. And I have the B now. It comes out the box with GB24. It's like, okay, that's a good. It's asked you to close. No. Notifications? Nope. But what's nice about this is you can change the layout. Let me see if I can find the video. You can order different tops. So one, obviously, just like the Imagine GK21, it's the same pad, but if you order different tops, you can put the layout you want on there. And they have different layouts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They have 6 different layouts you can order, or 5 layouts, excuse me. Is it 5 or 6? Anyway, they put 5, so it's gotta be 5. You can order the different layout combination and just take the Switch out, plop it in, and then boom. And these are on sale. Oh, wow. These are on sale too, 99 bucks. Yeah, everything's on sale right now. Probably, like I said, with the tariff stuff, everyone's probably freaking out and trying to get their orders just, settled and established. The only thing I had with my B back, this is 2023, the home row buttons always fly off after about a month. Once they break in, those dumb things, they'll just start flipping. You'll press the button and let go, it'll flop up in the air and fly off. But they do have new keycaps now, so that should be fixed. Yeah. What else I have? I think that's... This is in my notes here. I have 2 more controls I'll share next time that are pretty slick. But yeah, and then Mavercade, that's right, they had something new. I want to talk about that too. Their new controller, they had kind of like a, in their Discord server, they had a small announcement, or like a cool kind of showing what they got coming. The Keep Warrior. Make sure it's on mute. This is interesting. Because when I look at it like this, I wasn't the biggest fan. I was like, this thing's gonna be flying everywhere. But it looks like it locked together somehow. I think the cables like lock in. Because see how like the back of the cable's real thick and then the wire's real thin? And he just, yep, he slides right. Oh, it's magnetized. It's probably magnetized. But they had showed an image that was really cool. Look at that. That's from June. Where's that image at? This is July of last year. So they've been working on this for a year to just get it the science right. Wow. And he had another one. Maybe it's not posted. May have to be logged in to see it. Uses RJ45 cable. Nice. It's not uncommon with some controllers. I like that. For a second there was no sound, then it came back. I thought DC. No, that was just me. I was reading something and then I kind of paused. That was me. Sorry about that. It snaps in like a LAN cable for your motherboard. I like that. I like it because that actually snaps pretty tight too. As long as you don't break the clip, you'll be good to go. And the 3D printing is that prism printer on the prism. Is it the prism plate, something like that, where you kind of, once your prints have like a design on the bottom. Yeah, that is really, it's really creative. That's slick. And there's another brand that did something very similar. So I have a note here to talk about AliExpress shipping updates, right? Taking forever. So for me, I don't know about you all, when I was ordering different things from AliExpress over the past year and a half, it would take me at most 10 to 14 days. At most. Anything less is reasonable, but usually 8 to 14 days. At least a week no matter what. And then about a week, it should be here, like guaranteed. After the tariffs, I'm seeing about 3 weeks. And it's also very sporadic. It can be, a few days all the way up to 3 weeks, maybe 4. So if you're ordering from AliExpress from a trusted site, all the different things that go involved, obviously it's not them. They're paying a vendor to take the package, get it to the ship or the plane, and then that vendor has to get it to America, cover the tariff costs, and then get that, or, go through all that stuff, and then get that to the post office or for their center to deliver it to you. There's a lot of hands in the cookie jar, right? So try your best to be patient with the vendors and be supportive and help them help you, really. So it's kind of like a PSA announcement, because I was definitely frustrated, and I think a lot of people are, but when you step back from it, it's like we're all in the same boat, the vendors and the customer, which kind of sucks. Yeah, I was looking through my notes here. I can't play. This makes me so sad. I want to play, but I can't. So on Tuesday, I might be streaming. I'm not sure, because I may be gone for work. That following Sunday, I'll be in and out of town for work. The following Sunday, I won't be streaming. Maybe I'll stream from the beach. Fun fact too, I'm thinking about putting my face on camera. I didn't really want to, because I gotta shave. Some days if it's hot or if I wake up late, I'll just kind of come and jump in here to start talking. I have to make sure I'm I'm like properly dressed. Not, I mean, I'm wearing clothes. I was just getting ridiculous, but you know, wear like a nice shirt, so that looks good on camera. I got to order FGC shirts. That way, like I'm wearing FGC gear and all that stuff. I got to get a green screen behind me. There's a bunch of things to do that I didn't really want to do, but I keep getting nudged that way. So yeah, I'm figuring that out. I'm figuring all that out. What else do we have here on their site? What else is 5 blocks out that's new? So this one is their fully custom 5 additional buttons. I mean, this is very akin to the Galaxy GK21. GK21 is really good. I like that pad. I'm hoping Galaxy makes a GK, a GHGK, the Metal 21. Let's call it what it is, because I really want the Metal 21. Look at your boy on the top of the search list. I like it. I like it. Where is their website? Galkeys. Let's go to their Amazon page. But the price, $69 and a discount for the 16. Like they really. And here's the one that if you like the 16, you want the metal. This one's fantastic. It was not. It was $80 last month. Or top of the month, it was like $80, $85, and it looks way better in person. And you can put vinyl on this because it's metal. You can do whatever you want to it. The 21, love the 21, and like again, first look is like there's so many buttons. What I do? Look at all those chickens, right? What I do to all these buttons? There's a white one now. That's cool. Oh, so you could change your artwork. That's cool. But once you own it, you could disable all the buttons if you want to. Just make a profile with that's stock profile that's Tekken, Street Fighter. Do whatever you want to do. And the beauty is you don't have to worry, do I have enough buttons? Do I have things the way I want it? Just start playing and then adjust to how you feel like it. And I was like, wow, they really blew that one out of the water. That was really nice. And the spacing, like I said, is in between an R16 and a Zen. Because Zen is the tightest, and then the R. then the Galaxy's and the R. And I'll try to hold this slow. My Zen, I changed the keycaps. I think I took the keycaps from this might be the Galaxy 21. I don't remember. But I made this as full jet black. These keycaps were extra from the acrylic Zens. I just put that on here. All that stuff. But yeah. Obviously the foam is still there. The mat for your lap. And then I added my grip tape. I'll probably put one here and one here as well for the grip for the desk. Because this material, like I said, does not stick to your desk. But it sticks very good to your lap. So you want to kind of like mix and match it. But again, this is supposed to be a Street Fighter day. I was going to play with these, so I'm gonna get all those things worked out, and then when the Galaxy's metal comes out, we'll definitely play Street Fighter with that, because that's really fun to play Street Fighter with. And then we have a promotional review coming for the Smack Ape Impact 80. That'll be coming hopefully before I leave, but that'll definitely be coming. But yeah, if you've never heard of Galaxy's, they're definitely doing their thing. I was really surprised like how well they are coming out with their first pads. They only have 3, but they're definitely. Wait, that's the white. Yes, it's technically 4, right? But it's really 3. It's 16, 21, and metal 16. And I really, I might email them today. Like, hey, it'd be really if you guys can afford it. If the tariffs aren't hurting you guys too bad, I'd love to see a metal 21. Just because no one else has it. That's really right. That's their layouts there. And they have this wheel, which is so random. Leverless racing wheel. And I was like, my first thought is like, I don't know. But then everything else is good. But the reviews are like 3.5. I know the racing wheel people probably are a little more particular about how they do things, so I really don't know. But yeah. And they have their own cases, all like this. I actually need to review the hot case, so I have that. I have the hot plugs too. I need to get all that stuff kind of taken care of. But yeah. There's, like I said, the market's heating up, and I'm so for it. I'm really happy to see it just getting bigger and bigger, and I really hope the tariffs don't slow things too much, because there was so much innovation going on in the past year and a half that I don't know how to say it. Like, not so much a revolution was coming. It sounds stupid, but more just there was something new that none of us expected coming, because the market was open and willing to produce it. So it's like, wow. Yeah, wow. So I can't play, and I'm a little frustrated, a little upset about it. I'll try to figure that out, like I said, with Google and everything else, and get that all worked out. I'm gonna hop off here and take a nap, and then try to get some things done before I leave for school. But yeah, shout out to yours truly again. Thank you, and everyone else in the chat, all the residents in the chat. Thank you. Like I said, it's greatly appreciated. I hope you guys have a really good week, good weather, good fun, all the things. And I'll be talking with you guys soon. And I'll be putting out posts for the schedule that I'll be on, all the different stuff. It's going to be a weird kind of week and a half of scheduling, but we'll figure it out. But yeah, I will talk to y'all later. I'm going to get out of here. Bye.